A home loan is a term loan facility. It is paid via monthly amortizations. Which is secured by a first real estate mortgage, while a mortgage, on the other hand, is the conveyance or a lien against the property for securing a loan. And then for a foreclosed property, it is a real estate property that has been taken over by the lender because the owner or the borrower was unable to pay or perform its obligation on the property. Collateral with Security Bank are either vacant lot, house and lot, condo units. Of course, for condo units, we also accept the parking slots.
Okay, ang home loan kasi, it's basically broken down as acquisition, which in you want to acquire a property, either for your personal use. Advantage, I always explain this to my clients, there is of great advantage in applying for a loan, a home loan, because as the bank, we would clean and we would check on the property, we will secure you kasi we also need to secure our interest, right? So we will guide the homeowner or the applicant in the process, so they will be protected.
So the basic requirements are, of course, yung ating valid IDs, yung ating duly filled out application form, and the income requirements, because we need to establish the paying capacity of the borrower.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to ProsTalk. And for those that are just tuning in and are wondering what's ProsTalk po is the social corporate responsibility of Buildy. And Buildy po is a platform for anyone that wants to build. Today po, we have very special guests from one of the leading banks in the Philippines. They will talk to us about home loans, mortgage, and they are the experts. So we're very excited to have Lara and Ellen on ProsTalk. Hi, Lara and Ellen.
Hi, Nats. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good day,
Thank
really
you.
good day.
Yes. Thank you for being here today. As the pandemic is now hopefully towards its end, we are looking, and everyone is saying that the construction industry, the home market, and all that will continue to grow. So this is an interesting topic, kasi I don't think there's only very few population that can afford to not loan to build. Almost everyone needs to have some level of loan to help in their building projects and construction. So with that, Lara and Ellen, if I could just introduce you to the audience now. Lara, can you just briefly introduce yourself to those who are watching us today?
Yes, I'm Lara de Guzman, and I work as a business manager in Security Bank, and my branch is located at Congressional Town Center, Quezon City. I've been with the bank for 9 years, and I've been a banker for 32 years with 4 other different banks.
Fantastic. So you have a wealth of experience, Lara. Thank you for being on ProsTalk. How about you, Ellen? Can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ellen Barros. I'm the sales channel head for branches. So Lara here is my partner. I've been with Security Bank for 7 years.
That's fantastic. All right, so let's get into the heart of the questions that people who are tuning in will be interested. I think the very first question that they wanted to understand is, in a simplest term, how would you describe and what would be the difference between a home mortgage, a home loan, or a foreclosed property? I mean, how do they understand that?
Okay, I'll take that question, Nat.
Sure.
To clarify the confusion customers may have, a home loan is a term loan facility. It is paid via monthly amortizations. Which is secured by a first real estate mortgage, while a mortgage, on the other hand, is the conveyance or a lien against the property for securing a loan. And then for a foreclosed property, it is a real estate property that has been taken over by the lender because the owner or the borrower was unable to pay or perform its obligation on the property.
Wow, okay. So just to parang narrow it down further, no? It means pagka home loan po ba, does that mean yung land plus yung construction?
Yes,
Tama
that
ba?
serves the collateral.
Okay.
The mortgage is the proof that that collateral is the security for that loan.
Ano po yung mga type of mortgages na, anong collateral pala, not mortgage? Ano yung mga type of collateral that can be used for a home loan?
Okay. So yung mga acceptable collateral with Security Bank are either vacant lot, house and lot, condo units. Of course, for condo units, we also accept the parking slots. But it to be in tandem with the unit.
All right.
Miss
Fantastic.
Nat, let me just add then
Sure.
also on my ano. Okay,
Yes.
ang home loan kasi it's basically broken down as acquisition, which in you want to acquire a property either for your personal use. Okay, it could be your first home, right? Or it could be, and there's another also type of home loan na wherein it could be as a construction loan. So you wanna construct, and then there's also this home loan that falls under equity loan, wherein your own property, yung bahay mo, you wanna mortgage it to be used, you wanna get another property. Baka yung anak mo gustong kailangan ng another house. So those are the usual types of that qualifies as a home loan.
All right. I think that's a great clarification. No? Kasi people who are really seriously evaluating options to own a property, whether for personal use or for business, you know, those are the things that they need to understand. And one of the advocacies kasi talaga of ProsTalk, Clara and Ellen, no, is to really educate the Filipinos in terms of what is the best way, you know, compliant way, let me refine that, compliant way of going about these things. Kasi there are so many people that, you know, nagpagawa muna or nangutang muna sa kapitbahay or whatever it is, tapos wala pala silang permits. It always happens, and then masustall yung project kasi hindi tama. So yun yung mga na-common namin na-encounter in BLD, and that's why we are inviting experts like you to really help them understand ano ba yung tamang loan for what they want to do so that they can be guided. So thank you for that clarification. Yeah.
Alam mo, Nats, may advantage. I always explain this to my clients. There is of great advantage in applying for a loan, a home loan, because as the bank, we would clean and we would check on the property. We will secure you kasi we also need to secure our interest, right? So we will guide the homeowner or the applicant in the process. So they will be protected. Sabi mo nga, yung mga hindi natatapos, walang permits, hindi natatapos na contracts, naiiwanan ngayon si homeowner, si property owner with tulala, right? So that's what we do in the bank, Sis.
That's great to hear. So that's why, again, we are encouraging most people, you know, that before they commit to certain projects, no, that involves a lot of cash, they need to consult experts. And to your point, if they are really interested in constructing or building or, you know, any project, it's good to consult their, you know, security bank, right? To understand ano ba yung tamang facility, no, or tamang product that will help them for what they want to do.
Exactly.
So I think the next question would be, what would you require, you know, a person who wants to apply for a loan?
Okay, so the basic requirements are, of course, yung ating valid IDs, yung ating duly filled out application form, and the income requirements. Because we need to establish the paying capacity of the borrower.
Correct.
So just like in any loan, yung basics natin, we need to establish, and of course yung collateral requirements, sorry. We ask for the copy of the title and tax declaration, things like that.
Okay.
You know what? That's what I'm
Yeah.
proud of Security Bank.
Mhm.
Amongst other banks that I've been connected with is that we streamline
Mhm.
the requirements. We have minimal requirements. So just like what Miss Ellen said, dinidivide lang namin yan sa identification
Mhm.
and then source of income or source of repayment. Kaya konti lang hinihingi. In fact, ako personally, Miss Ellen I work din through emails. Nagugulat sila.
Yeah.
They email the application. We have several networks kasi avenues kung saan makaka-apply. So in my case, I'm a business manager. So I just email the application form and they email back the requirements. I encode it and voila, they get an approval na kahit di kami nag-face to face.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic.
That's one of
Fantastic.
the unique features of our home loan. No, we can do it digitally. We can render an approval through digital forms lang. Gaya nung nasabi ni Lara, lahat we can do it through email. Kasi our clients can apply online or through our accredited developers. Or yan, yung sa aking partner na si Lara, pwede rin sila mag-submit sa branches. But since the pandemic, we've been doing it talaga via emails.
Wow, that's really good to hear, no? Kasi I think a lot of people, and those that are actually interested in this, they are most likely, people who are engaged in something else. Otherwise, wala silang pondong pambayad. So it's good to know that there is that facility where they don't need to physically go to a place because right now, grabe rin ang traffic, no? With
Yes,
one going
yes.
back. So it's great that you have that facility. So for those who are watching ProsTalk, if you're interested to know more about this digital processing of loans, please get in touch with Security Bank. So let's go to the next question that was sent to me just now. It says, can anyone just apply for a loan even without a credit score?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. Actually, all applicants, even first timers, may apply. However, we review the applications thoroughly and check if they meet the minimum requirements before we're able to proceed with the next steps.
That's good to know. So wala pong automatic denial just because wala silang credit score.
No.
No. In fact, we run after those who are afraid to borrow. Oh, ha?
Yes.
Alam mo, gano'n katwiran ko eh. So I tell them, pag sinabi nga nila, that's a common na, I don't have, wala pa akong loan, ganyan, baka hindi ako makapasa. No, sabi ko, gusto kitang pautangin. Yan ang gusto ko. Because, by the essence na hindi sila naglo-loan, they are very, responsible. Ayaw nila.
Liquid. Yeah.
Diba, no? They're so liquid. So we run after them.
That's good to know, and that's good to know. Very interesting conversation right now. So for those who are watching, kung wala kayong credit, hindi pa kayo nakapag-credit ever, this is a great way for you to test the waters because Security Bank has all the facilities available for you digitally. Just encouraging, very encouraging. So, next question here, Ellen and Lara. It says here, I would like to mortgage my current house. What are the steps that I need to do so I could mortgage and loan to build my dream house? So, upgrade. What do they need to do?
Okay. It's very convenient if you do it with Security Bank. If you have a lot under your name, you just simply need to fill out an application form and provide the requirements which we mentioned earlier.
So again,
yes, and in addition, so you want to build your dream house. So it starts with also the drawing, right? So you'll have to submit with us the approved plan. And the bill of materials. So essentially, kung vacant lot yan, you want to build your dream house, wala pa kami i-value because let me just mention, getting an approved loan amount has its own parameters, right? So let's go about the construction loan. We're talking about construction loan now, di ba? Kanina we mentioned home loan, acquisition, and construction, that it covers that. So if it's a construction loan, part of the initial documents needed Aside from the title, the income docs, the ID, kasama na ang bill approved plan
Mhm.
and the bill of materials. Why? Because we will give the loan amount you need based on the percentage on the bill of materials na gagastusin. Kasi hindi
Mhm.
naman, by the way, Miss Nats, baka kailangan din banggitin na ang loanable value for an application is not 100%.
Mm.
Oo, hindi siya 1:1 kagaya sa ibang bansa. Sa
Okay.
Pilipinas, I'm talking about the whole Philippines.
Yes.
So, ang pwede lang hiramin out of a collateral, pag vacant lot, it's 70%. Pag condo, iba rin. So, there are different, so technically, generally, it should be the loanable value, yung ipapahiram sa applicant is 80% of the bank's appraised value. So
Okay.
may equity kang, dapat meron kang cash out, meron kang participation. Kanina nabanggit mo, 'di ba? Kailangan ready ka. Pero meron ready ka sa cost, right? That's yun. So yun, those are the additional 2 documents when you wanna build your home as under a mortgage loan.
All right. And that's good clarification. And I think for those who are watching, no, just to explain yung concept ng equity and ownership ng konti, that kasi guarantees that you are committed, right?
Yeah,
Kasi maglalabas ka rin ng sarili mong pera. So for those
correct.
who are watching, kahit ano pong relationship, kailangan both parties committed. Hindi pwedeng one party lang. Tama mo ba?
Yes, that's
Correct. Agree.
Yeah, so para lang alam ng mga tao, no, kasi iba sasabihin nila, babayaran ko naman ba't kailangan ko pa maglabas ng pera? Kasi
Hindi, meron mga taga ibang bansa na magagalit. Bakit sa US 1:1? So those are the usual those are the usual questions na pag lalo na if it's an inquiry applicant from for another country.
Yes. And I think it's fair naman po, no, that again, every country will have different ways of doing it, right? And again, every country may pros and cons. So para po sa Pilipino at para sa mga nakatira sa Pilipinas, so if you're interested to loan, it doesn't matter which bank you go to. That's a standard practice in the country. So para lang ma-realize nila na, hindi lang to sa security bank. This is really the requirement. Meron talagang equity. Even in cars naman, hindi naman talaga 100%, di ba? Any loan, you'll have to have your own equity. That's why for people who want to actually go down this path of investment, you need to be really invested, which means you need to have the resources to actually make this commitment. All right? Maraming salamat for that clarification, Lara. So the question now is, what would be a typical interest? No? So for those who are watching, any loan would have interest. Oh, there's no such thing unless sa mommy mo ikaw nag-loan, right? Or sa daddy mo or sa grandparents mo. Yun yung mga family loan na walang interest. But if it is a professional business type loan, there would be interest. So ano po ang typical?
Mm-hmm. So, Nat, just like in any loan, the interest directly affects the monthly payments. No? So, ang ating monthly amortization has a principal and interest portion lagi. Now, the higher the interest, of course, the higher the monthly amortization. It's a good thing now in the Philippines, medyo, yung mga bangko, dikit-dikit na lang ang interest rates No, because we are governed and ruled by BSP.
Mm-hmm.
So, though right now kasi the interest rates are going up and are still expected to go up.
Also, if I may add, Ms. Nats, where there is, so you will hear this rate fixing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with it, Ms. Nats? So, merong narinig mo na yung rate fixing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, when you apply for a home loan, you have the option na i-fix mo siya yung rate, na interest rate, mapi-fix mo siya dati there used to be 10 years, but now I think it's just 5 years because medyo volatile ang market. So, pag sinabi nating rate fixing, it simply means that you will be, when the loan is released on a certain interest rate, you will be paying the same amortization because we fix the rate on a certain period. For example, ni-rate what I usually, since the rates are going up, I would tell my clients, go 3 years. 3 years fixing. Of course, sabi nga ni Miss Ellen, the higher, the longer that the term, diba, the higher the amortization. So doon ako nanggagaling that so pag ni-rate fix ko yan, say the ongoing now is 7.5, right? Maybe as yung example lang if it's 7.5, ni-rate fix kita ng 3 years, for the next 3 years, kung ano man yung amortization mo from day 1, yun. So on the 4th after the anniversary date na tinatawag when the loan was released, magre-reprice kami ng interest rate on the 3rd year onwards. Magre-reprice tayo ng rates kung ano man yung market rate. So ganun siya nag-work. So it's good to talk about it with the applicants. Ano ba yung comfort level mo on the rate fixing?
Right. And for those who are watching and thinking na, bakit kailangan mag-fix ng rate, again, this is actually done for their benefit, di po ba? So that you can really project the cash flow, no? Yung coming in money and then the monthly payments that you need to make. Kung naka-fix yung rate, then you know that for the next 3 years, no, Lara, you know what you will pay for. Kasi fixed siya.
Nakasubi na siya.
Yes, exactly. Unlike if it's not fixed, then pwedeng tumaas, pwede ring bumaba. But the risk is on you, and kung ano man yung nilagay mo sa iyong projection, baka hindi masunod. And yun yung value ng fixed. Tama
Especially now that the market is volatile, affected tayo kung ano sabihin nila Biden ng US, kung mag-increase ang FedEx, apektado tayo rin doon. So right now, nakikita naman natin sa news that we have increased the T-bills rate, which is the basis of a loan rate. So there are really great chances of increasing this within the next year and years to come.
All right. No, this is good, no? This is good kasi it really helps people think through bakit nangyayaring sa market. And again, if they still want to pursue it, then they need to really make sure that they have the resources to go.
Alam mo, tawag ko dyan, kung gusto mo mag-loan, kailangan buo ang dibdib.
Committed ka, kumbaga.
Committed, because I don't want in the next, we will ask your property to be, surrendered. It's the worst, it's ayaw namin. We don't want banks to do that.
Yes.
Especially security bank. We help our clients. We support them by giving them a good package na pinag-usapan natin na kaya ng cash flow, as you've said.
Right. And I think that's precisely why, we're very passionate about ProsTalk kasi this is about construction, and we've seen so many projects na abandoned or hindi nagmaterialize, and that's why we want to educate. To your point, dapat buwang loob, which means malinaw mong pinag-aralan, your sources of funding to make sure that you can actually pay up and realize, and wala kang maging problem. So ito yung tanong, no? So what if hindi nabayaran, no? What if the customer did not pay the loan? What would happen to the property?
If the customer, may proseso yan, lingid sa kaalaman ng lahat. Akala kasi nila pag di nakabayad, kukunin agad yung property. No, we first talk about it. So what is a convenient way of paying it? Yung restructuring.
Okay.
There is this term of restructuring first a loan. So we will offer that. Hindi siya agad kukunin. So there is, of course, there's also a legal process into it. So we enter into a restructuring of a certain, then we agree. Last resort na talaga yung foreclosure. It could be the last resort.
Right. So again, for those who are watching, that's very encouraging. No, wag po tayong masyadong matakot. Because, again, lahat po ng bagay na papag-usapan. For as long as we're upfront and transparent with Security Bank, they will listen and provide you avenues, to solve your current predicament. Kasi marami rin pong natamaan, during the pandemic, right? Of all sorts of things. To your point, tumaas ang rates, may mga businesses na nag-shrink. Some talagang they had to close and file bankruptcy. So it's good to have that conversation with your partners, like Security Bank.
Yeah. Not just to add ha, kasi baka iniisip tong iba, pag nag-miss ako ng payment ng isang buwan, kukunin na agad yung property. No, it's not like that. When you miss a payment, syempre may collection efforts. We remind our borrowers, hindi lang si collections to. So, bali joint effort to. Kami ng partner ko, say, nag-endorse si Lara ng account. So, I go to Lara and ask her, Lara, baka pwede mong kausapin yung kliyente, what's happening? Then they need to settle this much. And then we talk to our collection partners as well. Nangyayari lang yung pag-endorse ng account to remedial kapag 3 months, 3 consecutive months, hindi sila nakabayad. So on the 91st day, that's the time na ini-endorse na namin siya sa remedial.
All right. Very good to know, no, Ellen. So meron talagang process. So people need to understand what that process is so that they can remedy the situation with their bank. So normally, typically po ba sa Security Bank, they talk to Lara, no? Yung branch.
Yeah.
Yes.
First
So,
is the
sino yung
collections.
sorry.
Oo, si collections muna. And then pagka medyo kailangan nila ng help, tatawag sila sa amin sa home. And then ako, si home, tatanungin ko ngayon yung branch partner ko if they're able to reach out or see the client. Kasi ano nila yan talagang mga kliyente nila. So, kumbaga joint effort siya. Okay. And gaya nung sabi ni Lara, we don't do, ayaw namin ng business na nagpo-foreclose. Siyempre gusto namin, alam namin na bahay nila yan Siyempre hindi naman nila basta-basta papabayaan yan. That's why we exhaust all efforts para mag-reach out sa kanila, know what's happening. And then sometimes we also mediate, we ask the considerations para, we explain this is what's happening to the client. By this time, magsisettle sila.
Right. That's good to know. Thank you so much. So, that's mapunta tayo sa ibang lugar muna ng konti. No? So again, we don't want foreclosed properties, right? But it does happen. And sometimes, no, at least in my experience, I've actually looked at several foreclosed properties for investment. So from your perspective, no, if someone is interested sa mga foreclosed properties, how do they go about it?
Okay. I'll take that, Lara.
Yes,
okay. Sige. So, yung aming foreclosed properties can be viewed in our website. As well as the process of purchase kasi this undergoes bidding. So, to your point naman, yung minention mo nga, these properties are usually more affordable kasi pre-owned nga sila. And we sell it on an ask is where is basis. So, yun. You just visit our website and then the list of our foreclosed properties is there. You will also see the guidelines on if you're interested on how you will apply.
If I may add, Security Bank is, if you notice, is digitally advanced. So we have foreclosed properties in the website wherein you can bid online, submit your bid in the website, and then usually it's so auction nga, no? So usually it's the schedule of biddings are on Fridays, and then Monday you'll get a notice.
Are all foreclosures ba up for auction?
Yes. Basta clear na siya from meron na siyang court order to
All right.
Okay, tapos na yung redemption period.
Okay, so that's good to know.
It's placed in the bank's website for foreclosed property.
Okay, so once it's on the website,
it is clear.
Auction na. Okay, all right. Fantastic. And in terms of that, no, so syempre, like anything, right? Because this is a property, no one would like to pay for it in cash. So pag bumibili po ba ng foreclosed property, pwede rin i-loan sa Security Bank?
Yeah, we also have that option.
All right.
Yun yung i-apply ng home loan sa amin.
Yes. Right. So ano po ang typical calculations pagka foreclosed property tapos ilo-loan sa Security Bank?
Just like an ordinary home loan, an
Mhm.
equity payment is required. And then based on the evaluation, if it will be for primary home, if it will be for investment, doon na lang siya nagva-vary. Yun yung in-explain ni Lara earlier na 70% or 80% of the selling price. Of course, kapag ka foreclosed property, we still base it on the appraised value.
All right. Fantastic, fantastic. So again, Lara and Ellen, thank you so much. No, I think this has been very helpful, no, for those who are watching us to understand this. But of course, if they want to make that commitment, they need to reach out. So can you share just to the audience, how do they reach out to you guys, to Security Bank, to find out more about what you can help them with?
Yes, Security Bank's website, pwede po tayo. You just type in Security Bank and you will be lead to our very easy to navigate website. Nandun po lahat. And then we are very active in social media. You can check on our FB page. Dun pa lang po mapupuno na kayo ng impormasyon on our bank products, including home loans. Of course,
Alright.
they may go to my branch in Congressional Town Center.
All right, Congressional Avenue branch. Again, Lara and Ellen, thank you so much for spending your lunch break with us.
Thank you.
ProsTalk. Marami pong salamat sa oras nyo ngayon. And for those who are watching, if you need to know more information, they're active on social media. And again, they have branches that you can visit. Please go and talk to them before you make any commitments so that you know and you can explore options for you.
Yeah.
Marami pong salamat, Lara and Ellen.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Pilgi.
We had
Remember,
fun.
you deserve better.
Yes, you
So go to
deserve
Security
better banking with Security Bank.
All right. Marami pong salamat and good afternoon, everyone.